Through years, the LGBT community has characterized itself for defending the rights of each of its members and also expressing their feelings, emotions, and points of view. And a study in Madrid was conducted back in 2013 in which it was stated that more than the 80% of the members who had taken part of such a study have experienced negative comments or threats because of their sexual orientation in academic institutions. And in Colombia, the members of this community have expressed their thoughts on the way each one of its members are being discriminated in some way, and these members had fear of the constant physical and psychological abuse, and they under during their daily life. And also these members express that they have labeled as weird or different in their society and even their workplace, resulting in low self-esteem. And members of the LGBT community have expressed the implementation of public policies in order to end discrimination conducts and building a new culture with equality and respect and its solid basis. And investigation conducted by Dirección de la Unidad de Víctimas and Defensoría del Pueblo confirmed that members of the LGBT community are main victims of abuse, and this investigation also state that the aggressors have expressed their terror and preoccupation for the members of the LGBT community due to their sexual orientation.
I talk about homosexuality discrimination in Barranquilla. Currently in Barranquilla there has been a big problem at the level of discrimination towards homosexuality. Homosexual people have to face every psychological and physical kinds of violence, and each time the number of people who suffer this condition increases. Aspects in the life of the human begin, such as acceptance in university, acceptance schools, acceptance in parks or boxes, on social groups, recruitment in special companies, among others. Our society could not accept these people with different sexual inclinations. And one of the great causes is because we still do part of a very Christian religion country, and ever since a very young age we are raised with the principles and ideals of the church. Where men and women are made for each other. This is in so that we must work every day to raise awareness in our society, that if you keep getting this kind of rehearsals, many of these people will not be able to face life in all these cold results, in a high rate of suicides or homicides on the sexual community. Therefore, it's important to start with the unconditional support. These people is very important for our country.
Now, I will talk about the homosexual adoption. I will contextualize you. So the homosexual adoption was approved by the Constitutional Court on November of 2015, in which 6 judges were in favor and 2 were against this idea. The first institution to put a wall for this idea was the Catholic religion. Also, some people that think the same of the Catholic religion, base their ideas in a frame of reference, and also they can base their thought in the religious belief. But I think something, and it is that the homosexual adoption is an step to the progress, or to get an equal society, because Colombia is or has a culture, an equal culture, according to the Gini coefficient, and also according to one of the criteria proposed by a psychologist, Geer Hofstede, that mention, or that explain that those cultures accept a hierarchical order, and they don't want an explanation about it. And to conclude, I think that the homosexual people are humans like us, and they deserve the same rights and the same norms as of the heterosexual person. And the most important of this is like the homosexual has values, and if he or she wants to adopt, is because they have values, and the adoption, it is important to them.
Another controversial topic in Colombia, apart from gay adoption, is gay marriage. The union between persons of the same sex, called gay marriage or marriage igualitarian, is a legal institution that regulates the relationship and interaction between two persons of the same sex, with the same requirements and effects that exist for the marriage between persons of the different sex. In Colombia, the marriage between persons of the same sex is legal. The Constitutional Court of Colombia referenced the rights of gay people, confirming the validity of the marriage between persons of the same sex since April of 2016. Our society has thus taken hold to social roles associated with being a woman and men, and there can be not other choice or orientation. The culture of Colombia is based on, I say, very religious. Many fans of the Bible create a religious society based machismo, where it was normal that the men had several women had to marry virgins, and that they should marry in order to serve the men, and that the gay could not exist in this scale. Our culture says that it can only exist marriage between parents of different sex because only that is the right thing, else in unclean, or it is a sin. It is as well as there is a society that does not move forward, and while already permit marriage between same-sex couples, this is still being discriminated against and seen in a negative way.